Welcome to the Woman Angler and Adventurer podcast, inspiring real women with a passion for fishing and the outdoors to go get their adventure on. Now, here's your host, Angie Scott and Barb Perry.
Warning, this 5-Minute Friday episode is also a video episode. If you want to experience the ultimate effect, watch on Waypoint TV or on our YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or on thewomanangler.com.
Welcome to another 5-Minute Friday, and I just want to take a minute to thank everybody for all the support for the Woman Angler and Adventure. We need it now more than ever. Neighbor girls riding her ATV, so cute. But funny thing, the big run on toilet paper with the whole virus scare. There's a run on minnows. Apparently, all the regular bait shops that aren't convenience stores have to close, depending on what state you live in. So we want to take really good care of our minnows. And this is something that I do every spring anyway, because I buy minnows in bulk. I go through a lot of them. It's the only time of year I really use any live bait. So we're going to show you a great home bait shop setup that you can set up in your home to deal with your own minnows. Now, there's about 10 dozen minnows right now. And, that'll last a while, but it's just one of these plastic laundry room tubs that you can get at the hardware store for pretty inexpensive. And what I have is, the big thing is the aerator. I have this Frabill Aqua-Life, and it's got two pumps coming out. And on the bottom of these, I have these big stones. And this is what comes with it. So they pump out a lot of air into the water. And it's quiet. I am a noise person. If I'm in my garage, I don't want to hear the minnow aerator. It's super quiet. Now, I do keep this inside. I brought it out to show you, but I'm going to keep that in there. I'm going to close my garage window, and then I'm going to put a stick in there to lock the window. So what happens here is there's a drain in the bottom of this wash tub. And I have a piece of PVC pipe, and I don't know exactly because I didn't measure in this. I've had this system going for years. It looks like 1.25 inches, and it's probably a standard thing. So that kind of creates any overflow to kind of have to drain out through the top and not the bottom of the drain. So then I have a hose coming in, just at a very, very small trickle. It'll hardly even trickle out. And then a couple times a day, I go turn on the faucet and purge water through. If I'm going to be gone, I could put one of those hose timers on it to turn it on for like 15 minutes. Now, one thing about this system, I have the luxury of living in the country, and I have my own well. And this is well water. So if you're in the city and you have city water, it probably won't work so good for you because they put chlorine in it and other additives, and minnows don't like that. They like country living well water, just like some of us hardy Midwestern gals. So another thing to note is as water's going in here, the water comes up and it drains into this elevated pipe, and then I have a spigot in the bottom that goes, and it just gently trickles water out into, there's not even a pool of water. The flow is so small. A couple times a day, I'll come over here and give it a blast. I have the hose going in the bottom, and the water will overflow, but you have to keep a little minnow net over the top, otherwise minnows will go down the hole and they'll wash out into your yard. Been there. The other thing is, if you have water running out through the holes, the minnows like swimming upstream. And when we're talking about fishing and finding fish, you want to learn something about fish, run water into a minnow tank, because you will see what fish do in current. It's really interesting, I thought. So if I have water coming out of this hose, the minnows are all trying to go upstream. You can just watch them. Fish do the same thing. So it's kind of a little bit of a lesson in fish behavior when you're looking to catch fish. So this is my setup. I keep this little piece of styrofoam over here on the top. This just stays down like this. Then I put a brick to hold it down. Keeps it from freezing. This is better in the spring, summer, really hot temperatures, maybe not so good, but one really important piece of information: do not contaminate your minnows. Like if I go in the lake fishing and get lake water and put it, do not contaminate. It's like, this is really important. I'm going over the 5 minutes. I don't care. I'm going over the 5 minutes. But when we talk about viruses and stuff apply to the water also. VHS, all these waterborne viruses. Do not get your minnows dirty with river water or lake water. Put them in here and then take them to another body of water. That's bad. That's how the virus spreads. Don't let your minnows get viruses. Keep them clean. Fill up your bucket. Put it in the boat. Don't put a minnow that's been in the water back in, even if it's still kicking. I'm not dead yet. It's dead. Don't put it back in your bucket. It contaminates it with a virus. That's this week's 5 Minute Friday.